Okay, so take a look around. So these are the HD textures that I told you about at the beginning.
What a scene, man! Ooh-wee! Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, kiddo, it's probably a lot for you to take in, so, why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
So, who are you?
I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out?
Yeah, okay. I could use the help.
All right. Why don't we, step out back here?
I like it where I am. At least I'm out that theatre.
Christ, it's stuffy in there, huh?
Yeah.
This is much better. Now, we ain't got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least, you know? Could save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet?
A drink of what?
Oh, man, we're popping a cherry here. Ah, you're gonna love this. All right, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne. Blood's your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready, though, because, hey, it's never as sweet as the first time.
So, what do I do?
Well, down around the corner there, I saw this human. Poor SOB can't find his car.
So, what do I do? I mean,
Alright. You go down there, casual like. You creep up on him, then bare those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something, because it'll come so naturally you think you've done it 1,000 times already.
will he become a vampire then?
Forget that comic book crap, kid. It don't work that way. Now go for it. Be sure, though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain him dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill him.
Alright. So, blue pill's on the right. It's about just under halfway. So, when your blue pill is low, you need to refill it, because obviously it's where you get your fuel for your disciplines, like basically what's selected there right now at the bottom right hand corner is blood heal, which uses a little bit of blood, and it heals your health up, which is on the left, which is the blue bar, which is full right now. So we need to feed. Okay, so I'm walking around there. Please walk up to them. Yeah, feeding humans fills your blood pill. To feed, approach your victim and press the feed, which is F, and then you tap it again before their blood pool is empty. That's the blood pool at the top, and you see, you tap F again before it empties, or you're going to kill them. If it empties completely, you're killing them, and you lose humanity, which is a bad thing. So this sweet effects, this sweet ENB, it's a lot dark and you can't actually see the character. Normally you'd be able to see the character quite clearly. So the snack. Isn't it fills? Alright, tap the F key and release. Quite close to emptying him there, but that's okay, we didn't.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Hell yeah, you're feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feeling that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it, kid. That's what it's all about right there.
Great, when do I get my cape? Do I get to pick the colour?
Alright. Alright now, you got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred, that's our word for vampire. All kindred have a few things in common. Things that set them right square above humans on the food chain.
Yeah, like what?
Like sharper senses, a body that can take a beating, and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still, a chance at immortality's not a bad deal. And that's just for starters. Fringe benefits for joining the club.
So, I'm going to live forever?
Well, you can still be destroyed, but forget the books and the movies. Garlic, it's worthless. A cross? Pfft, shove it right up their ass. A steak? Only if it catches you in the heart, and then it just paralyzes you. Running water? That's no problem. I bathe. Occasionally. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble, boy. Fire? That's real trouble. Sunlight? Well, you catch a sunrise and it's all over, kiddo. Get it?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got it.
Okay, now. The fuck is this? Look, you get inside here and head upstairs. Meet up in a bit. I'm just gonna go see what the fuck this is.
Right, you do that. So, the bottom of your screen is the use icon. So, this icon appears when you are able to use the object in front of you. Press the use key, which is the E key, to use the object. That indicates it's context sensitive, which basically means it'll change depending on what it is that you can use. You'll see. Puzzle dog was not born in the field. So press the jump key, default space to jump onto the boxes against the wall and up to the walkway above. So you take a look above. So we need to be up there. So we'll come up here. So your feats are the combinations of your various abilities and attributes. So the feats are combinations, in other words. The higher your feat score, the better you are in the activities they influence. Inspections of feat is a combination of perception and investigation. That basically reveals hidden things in the world, in the game world itself. So the higher perception and investigation, as in inspection. So both those skills, in perception and investigation. Then you've got inspection, which is also a feat. Now, there's something you can do that's a combination of the two. So inspection reveals hidden objects. So right now it's revealing the lock picks on the crate in front of the character. So you can pick up certain objects in the world. If you're able to pick up an object, you will see a use icon for it when you are close enough, and the crosshairs in the centre of your screen are over it. So as we crosshairs indicate where you're actually looking, not just where you're pointing a weapon. So I want you to take the lockpicks. So you tap the E key to take the lockpicks. So now I've got lockpicks. You tap I, and we can see the lockpicks. Lockpick. Tool of the trade for locksmiths and burglars. Sorry. Now, a lot of games only have single use lockpicks, or you can break lockpicks. That isn't the case with this game. This is basically like a tools that a locksmith would use. So they're not sort of throwaway items. And they don't break. And there's no lockpicking minigame either. It's just a timer and it's just linked to your lockpicking skill. So if the lock in front of you is level 4 and you've only got level 3, you will fail to pick the lock. Unless you use blood buff, which boosts all of your skills by whatever level blood buff is at.
Come down here. Stay away from the windows. Oh, it's a Sabbat raid. Sabbat? They're,
Yeah, go on.
Christ, I was hoping to spare you this shit till later. The Sabbat. Well, they're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know for now, alright?
So, what's up?
The Sabbat got wind of the gathering here, so they figured they'd raise a little hell and put a little heat on the new prince.
What's the prince of?
No time for political rundown. Job one, get out of here alive. Sabbat might be mindless, but they hit like a Mack truck, like raging savages. Nothing a fledgling like you wants to mess with.
So, what am I supposed to do?
Shh, shh. Heads up. Back away.
Is that a werewolf?
Dumb, frenzied Sabbat bastards. Alright, we gotta vamoose out the back quick. I'll stay and keep a watch out. You get us into the office. The door's around the corner here.
Right, I'm on it. So, to access your quest log, press the quest log key. Default is L. The quest log contains information about your quests, as well as any notes and instructions you will need to complete them. So, tap the L key, have a look. Okay, so right now, sheet info, quest log, you have your humanity, 3 points from the top, and Masquerade. If you have any Masquerade violations, you will lose one of these masks. If it goes down to no, then there's consequences, but that's all covered a little bit later on. So right now we're in downtown. So Jihad for Beginners, a vicious vampire faction known as the Sabbat have launched an assault on the secret Camarilla gathering downtown. You and Jack are caught in the middle. To escape, you must obtain entry into the office. Which is exactly what he just said. So he's gone wandering off road. Let's well now walk around here. Okay. Okay, so when a door is locked, you will see this use icon. Lockpicking, a combination of dexterity and security, is a feat that helps you to open locked doors with a lockpick. When you see this icon, press the use key, default E, to try to lockpick it. So basically, dexterity is a skill with your fingers, your hands, and security is a knowledge, the knowledge of how locks work. So that those two combine to create a lockpicking skill. That's basically how the skill section all works. Once you begin lockpicking, you will see this bar. It represents the time needed to pick the lock. If the value of your lockpicking feat is equal to or greater than the difficulty of the lock, so if the lock's at level 4 and your lockpicking skill is at 3, you will fail. If it's at 4 or more, then you'll pick the lock, because the skill is the same as or greater than the lock difficulty itself. So there's no lockpicking mini skill, unlike Thief series.
Shortcut.
Yeah, right.
Nicely done, though.
Yeah.
Not exactly an angel in life, were you?
I had my moments.
Cool. Now, if you want a lesson on how really not to act, take notes from those Sabbat assholes.
Yep.
You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and you beat your chest, and that's what you can expect.
Wait, I've still got that list of people from high school? And why not?
It's the same reason you don't let humans see you feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento, and it's why you didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning.
Ah, I get it.
Keep our secret secret, and you make things easier on all of us. We're living in the age of cell phone cameras. Fuck-ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right? Well, it ain't a casual thing for a fledgling like you.
What do you mean? What could happen?
That party back there with the guy in the suit and the McGilla gorilla? The assholes that put your sire to death? That's the Camarilla. They make a tidy business out of enforcing vampire laws like this one.
I see.
Alright, now don't worry, because I know the area a little, and you know what? I'm glad we're in this situation, you and I. It illustrates a point. You gotta utilize your surroundings.
Okay, but what does that mean exactly?
You do what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering. These will be the least of your sins before the night's out. So look around here. We gotta get out the back there through that magnetically sealed door.
Right,
There
okay.
must be a key someplace.
I'll find it. Okay, area indicator. The icon to the left indicates that you're in the combat area. There's the symbol at the top of the blue bar. It's a gun. So that indicates combat, so anything goes. Masquerade, which changes to a mask. Respect the masquerade. In other words, certain things aren't allowed. Feeding on people, that sort of stuff, which, you know, will lose humanity, but it can also result in a masquerade violation, making you lose a mask of your masquerade. Which has consequences, like I said, if it goes down to nil. And Elysium, which is there with a symbol right at to the actual right of all the other two symbols. They got the mask in the middle, gun at the left, and Elysium is at the right. Elysium vampire neutral ground. No combat or disciplines are allowed except blood buff while lockpicking. So you can pick locks while in Elysium and use blood buff, but that's it. You can't use anything else. So in masquerade areas, breaking the masquerade can carry dire consequences, is what I was talking about, such as unwanted attention of vampire hunters. After 5 masquerade violations, your game is over. Your current number of violations is displayed in the upper right corner of your character sheet, which we saw anyway. It's also in your log as well, like I showed you. Find the key to the door. And there's your masquerade. And there's your humanity. Okay, so we need to be through that door there. Some beer bottles. When you can read a note, you will see this use icon. Readable notes can be various items like clipboards, newspapers and letters. To read the note, press the use key and returns again with the note. We're pressing E again, so it's E to use and E to leave. So we got password chop shop. So I take it that's a password to the computer. When you can use the computer, you will see this use icon. Computers are often helpful in solving quests. They can hold information like emails and files, as well as control various electronic devices. In other words, the lock to the safe, probably. Each computer will have a list of menus and commands you can use. Many menus and commands will be password protected. Hacking a combination of wits and computer is a feat that allows you to hack into password protected items. Be prompted to press Ctrl C to attempt your hacking feat. If the value of your hacking feat is equal, yeah, we know that. If your skill's lower than the actual thing you're trying to hack or break into, whatever, doesn't matter if it's a lock or whatever it is, you will fail. If it's the same as or greater than what you're trying to get into, then obviously you'll succeed. Okay, so I need there's another difference in this particular game compared to most of them I've ever played. You have to actually type yourself the commands and menus, and you have to do it all yourself based on your own keyboard. So I've typed in safe myself. So a password. So it's chop shop. But you can just use Control and C. Once you know the password, it'll just automatically type it in anywhere. So there we go. And we can unlock or lock the safe. So there's the safe and we can unlock it. Safe unlocked. Tap escape to get back out. So when you approach a container, you will see this use icon. There's the open box, or the lid, the box with the slightly open lid. Press the use icon. If it's locked, you can try and open it with your block pick. Once open, your inventory appears on the left side of the screen, and the container's contents are on the right. It's pretty simple. Okay, so there we go. There's mine items, and there's what's in the safe. So there we go. Click exit.
There we go. Now take that keycard and head out the back. I'll meet you out in the alley there. I'm gonna check out things from topside.
Got it. Press the inventory key, default I, to access your inventory. We've already done all that. So keys, equipment, all that sort of stuff. That we've already done all that. So we've already seen I. Got a key, chop shop key. Even electronic keys are kept here on your key ring for some reason. I don't know why. Because they're actually basically cards and not actually keys, but so there we go. It's going to come down behind us. It's already unlocked, so there's no need for us to he'll probably come down a different way. So you've been wounded by the Sabat. So like what I said, health bars at is the blue section. As it empties, it turns black. As it empties out of the blue. So the blue section gets smaller and smaller. As if it's emptying, basically. So health regenerates over time. So you don't need to actually use blood heal. Blood heal just accelerates how quickly you heal. So as I said, this is an important part though. Certain hazards like fire and supernatural attacks cause aggravated damage. That's where you see the orange section just there, yellow, orange. It takes longer to heal that normally. So you need to use blood heal for something like that. You don't need to, but it just takes a lot longer to heal. Damn. Right.
Fucking waste of unlife, these Sabat vatos. You get winged? Hey, look at them potholes. Those will close up soon enough. Better feed, though. There's someone down the stairs here. It's not the freshest catch, but he'll do.
So, what's the difference? Blood's blood, right?
Well, when it comes to feeding, it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that a healthy, well-bred human will. Juice bags with a pedigree. That's the good stuff. But you gotta take what you can get. You ever had a PhD, kid? Ooh, that's good stuff.
If you say so.
Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones. You're a monster now. Make no mistake. One of the damned and the fallen. You need to hold on to every last shred of humanity you have.
So let's get a little overzealous. What happens then?
An innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity. Bring you closer to that beast you got welling up inside you.
The beast? What exactly does that mean?
The beast? It's always there, waiting to take over. When it does, it's like a wild animal wearing your skin. Desperate, scared, reckless. He'll do anything to survive, and it's you that has to deal with the consequences.
So I can't kill anyone? That seems a little restricting.
I said innocent humans. If some asshole levels a 12 gauge your way, you drain him, skin him, and bash in his skull. Self-preservation is a vital part of humanity, after all. My favorite part, in fact.
I think I follow.
The only way to fight the beast is to keep in touch with your humanity and don't go hungry. It's a fine line.
Okay, got it.
Alright, now go feed. Careful, though. He's gonna drain fast.
Be back in a minute. Oh, there he is. Remember, you want to avoid draining your victims. Draining innocent humans will give you a penalty to your humanity. The lower your humanity, the closer you will get to the beast. If your humanity gets too low, you'll begin to lose control of your character. This is known as frenzy and may result in a masquerade violation if you're around humans. I don't know, drink. Hey, mate.
Hey, I ain't done nothing. They won't leave me alone, Abbott. Hey.
It's not wrong. But we somehow healed ourselves anyway. And got full blood pill. No, never mind.
Not quite as good, huh? You can do worse. There's some rats down the way.
Yeah.
You think I'm kidding? You can survive feeding on animals if you can stomach that kind of thing. Ugh.
Worse than the bum's neck. That scarf tasted like old gym socks.
Well, give it a try.
Alright, I'll think about it. Rats can be fed upon to gain a single blood point. You will find some rats at the other end of the alley, near the yellow windows. Killing rats has no impact on your humanity score, but humans do not react well when they see live rats being sucked on. Oh, I bet they don't. Alright, gotta go. Have a rat burger. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, whatever. I think I'll pass.
You rat sucker. Hey, I don't care what you do, but just so you know, polite vampire society looks down on that kind of thing.
I bet they do. After tasting one of those, I don't blame them.
Keep it down. Got someone around the way here.
Just one guy.
Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. You're gonna have to sneak past.
Sneak where?
The building across from us with the garage door. There's some double doors on the far side. I'll meet you inside.
Okay.
Just stay low and stick to the shadows. And don't let him see you.
I'll do my best. See you in a minute.
Alright, go.
Go on. Sneaking is a combination of dexterity and stealth. It's a feat that allows you to move among your victims and enemies without being detected. You must be crouched to sneak. You can crouch by pressing the crouch key with default left control. The meter to the left indicates proximity of enemies and their chances of detecting if they are looking your way. Green means you are completely safe, yellow means you might be seen, and red means they will see you if they look in your direction. The enemy's chance of detecting you is directly tied to your sneaking feat. If you're detected, your enemies will often say as much and come to investigate. So they might not see you, they might hear you. So if you're hidden behind something, they may still hear where you are if you're moving about a bit too noisily. Once I get into a range, particular range, they will see you. You have the light meter there, which you didn't explain. Directly underneath where it says green and 0, that is a light meter, so you can see it's got a few points on it. Because the light above us isn't all that bright. With the environmental lighting with this E and B as well, it makes it a little bit more difficult, so we can see someone stood just there. You can see their you see the light meter. When I go to light source, that also makes it more sort of likely you're going to be seen. But of course, if there's no one there to see you, you're not going to be seen by anyone. So we'll stick to the shadows. So we'll whip across here and keep that light meter down as much as possible. Because we can't go through there. We're coming into range. So we can't go around there. So we'll go around here. Of course, also if there's something between you and them, it's pretty obvious. They're not going to be able to see you either. I think he detected me just then, but not enough to trigger him.
Keep it quiet. They're inside here. Seems that shovelhead outside just got separated from his pack. He's wounded too. Go take care of him. Don't worry. He's probably greener than you.
That's pretty green.
The Sabbat, you see, they don't have the most rigorous training program. In fact, that poor sod is lucky if he knows he's a vampire.
How can that be?
He's probably just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that, make shock troops, cannon fodder, put him out of his misery.
Okay, I'll do my best.
He is a vampire, so be ready.
I'll keep that in mind.
Go get him.
I'm on it. To engage in unarmed combat, you need to equip your fists and then attack. To equip your fists, press the melee weapons key, default F1 until your fist icon is highlighted in a melee weapon inventory list, and then click the left mouse button. That's just for everything. F1 is for melee, F2 is for range, and F3 is for armour. Keep pressing those three keys relative to whatever list you want to go through, and you then left mouse button and to select whatever it is you're highlighting. It's pretty easy. So got H to holster the weapon. You can also block enemies' attacks by pressing default tab, which is a tab key, which is a little bit restricting. I'd rather have it as like a middle mouse button, but it's obviously when this game was created, not too many people had middle mouse buttons. Certainly not 18 mouse buttons like I've got. So we are restricted somewhat. So tap F1, then left mouse button. You go into third person perspective. That's the only gripe I've got with the game, that I've ever had with the game. In fact, every time you pull a weapon out, you go into third person mode, except ranged weapons, guns. But knives, swords, fists, clubs, anything like that, you have to go to third person mode for some reason. I don't know why. That's something I was hoping that the unofficial patch would fix, but unfortunately it doesn't. Well, not exactly fix, but add in, you know. Well, not bad. See, hand-to-hand combat we're pretty good at. Oh, take the tire iron. So, you just picked up a tire iron. To equip this weapon, press the melee weapons key, exactly the same as key I just did to put my fists. But now there'll be an extra weapon in there, a tire iron, and we can select that instead. So pressing the attack key, left click will initiate your attack, exactly the same way. So down there at the bottom left hand corner indicates the weapon you've selected. As you saw, it was fists when I was using my fists. Using a gun, it'll show the gun, and also how much ammunition you've got as well. So left click the mouse button and you pull the weapon out. When you tap H, what you've got to do is tap H again to pull out that same weapon. You don't have to go back through the list of inventory weapons. Every time you tap H, the same weapon will come up. So that's pretty handy. Not having to sort of mess around.
That's that. Sounds like you got another pack moving in, though. The Sabbat are going all out. You better head underground, avoid stray bullets.
Sounds like a good strategy.
Alright, head down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a minute.
Right. What's in here, though? Can we go in there? No, we can't go in there. There's nothing else around here. Oh, doesn't look like it. Who's he? Combat is not the only solution for sticky situations. You can also use your feats and disciplines in dialogue. When you're able to do this, your responses will show up in the different colours, and when using higher resolutions, different fonts that are indicated below. Notice it means that we can see exactly what it means. Intimidate, persuade, seduce, or intimidate. Obviously the top one costs you blood. The others don't.
Stop! You! Just stay back. Keep your distance.
Why? What's your problem now?
Now who the hell are you? You involved in all this? Because I'm gonna radio this in, and SWAT will be all over this place.
Okay, so you got different response 1, 2 and 3. They're all different parts of your speech skill. So you've got intimidate at the top. No, you haven't. Intimidate's at the bottom. With me at your side, you have a chance. No, but if swap comes, they'll drive the gunman down here. You want that? Most men don't fear me until it's far too late. Wow, smart and sexy. Okay. Maybe I am, and maybe my fun isn't over just yet. So I'm gonna go with... 2. No, but if SWAT comes, they'll drive the gunman down here. You want that?
No. Well, I left my radio in a Caprice anyway.
Look, I'm just trying to escape. Is there another way out?
Yeah, okay. Alright, this way. This will lead us up to the warehouse. We can maybe sneak out that way.
You better stay here. It's too dangerous for you. And I'm like, humanity gained. And I'm not exactly heavily armed either, am I? Hasn't he got a gun? But it don't bloody work. Nope, someone there. He's looking towards the corner of the room though. So, when you're in a position to perform a stealth kill, you will see this icon. Stealth kills have the advantage of being silent. To perform a stealth kill, equip your fist or a melee weapon, crouch and sneak up behind your victim until you see the stealth kill icon, then press the use key. So if you're on a higher stealth levels, the attack key. So you can use attack key once you... I think it's safe just to use the E key. But you can use the attack key. If you're pretty high, we'll use the E key.
Not sure what's going on. Sounds like the Sabbat's getting scattered. I'm gonna keep an ear to the ground. Be careful going forward here. Could be a whole mess of them holed up.
Great, just my luck. Has he got a weapon on him? No, there's nothing there. So disciplines are your vampiric powers and cost a certain amount of blood from your blood pool to activate. An innate ability common to all vampires is blood heal, which heals you. This icon indicates a power you currently have selected. There are 2 kinds of disciplines. Passive disciplines that directly affect you, and targeted disciplines that directly affect your enemies. So you've got passive, which affects yourself, your own character, blood heal, and blood buff. And disciplines that directly affect your enemies, intimidate. Blood buff is another ability common to all vampires. Scroll the mouse wheel to select blood buff and use the power key default right to click it to activate it. So it's right click. Blood buff gives you a temporary bonus to all the physical attributes. It is useful in a variety of situations like picking a lock that would otherwise be too difficult. In Elysium areas you can use blood buff while picking a lock only. Nothing else. So we'll try and pick this without using blood buff. I'll select blood buff anyway. So we've failed now. So difficulty is 3 of the lock. So what's our actual skill? Lockpicking is 1, so we get a 2-point bonus to blood buff. And you'll see that in the top left hand corner when you activate it. I had 2. 2 to dexterity actually, but it's enough. There. So Toreador have 3 unique abilities. Disciplines. Auspex, second sight that allows you to see the auras of others. Celerity, supernatural speed. Presence, the mystical projection of personality, inspiring fear and awe. Auspex gives you the ability to see people's auras. The aura colour indicates an individual's disposition. Auspex also increases your perception. Important to both ranged combat and inspection feats. So Auspex just basically means increases your, it basically gives you visual increase. So you can see things you wouldn't normally be able to see. So use of Auspex is not a Masquerade violation. So there is a guard up ahead. Use Auspex to see his aura through the machinery. Scroll the mouse wheel to select the Auspex. Then use it. So it's a passive discipline and it's got a timer. So the timer will run out. Once you see the guard, equip the tyrant, move forward and kill him. Which we can't actually equip the tyrant again. That may be something to do with the tutorial section. So we'll go on, select Auspex. There we go, see his... Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing to do. Because we're better at unarmed. Yeah, Tyrine's no good to us. Because...
I think they're clearing out. There's no need to go stirring up the hornet's nest till we know the score, though. Head through here. Come to an elevator around the way.
Right, I'll meet you over there.
Meet you there. Don't let them catch you.
No problem. Yeah, like I was saying, the Tyrant is a weapon, it's a melee weapon, and we haven't got very good skills in melee weapons, which means we're more likely to not do too cleverly. So... yeah, we have melee of only 1. That's a bit rubbish. If you look on me. Bone requirement is only 1. Damage potential is 18. Lethality is 8. Fate adjustment is 1. So we get 2. Base damage is 2. So damage potential is 18, we only get 2, but with all the other things that added up, we get a decent, but there we've got melee combat requirement of 3, potential of only 10, lethality is 7, and feat adjustment is -2, so we lose 2 points on the base damage is 2, so it's nil. It's cancelling out because we don't have a claw to use a melee weapon. Which isn't too clever. So if it says weapons now, unless it's a gun, we won't use melee weapons. That's probably part of the unofficial patch plus. Okay, so presence is the power to mystically project your personality. Presence is a passive discipline. Once you activate it, pay attention to the discipline timer on the bottom right of your screen. Use presence is not of a Masquerade violation. There is a Sabat guard up ahead. Use presence to frighten and then kill him. Scroll the mouse wheel, yeah, again. We come to presence, then reactivate it, equip your Tyrant and kill him. And attack him or kill him, basically. But we don't want to do that. We'll remain as unarmed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There we go. Alright, so that's that. What's that? Yeah, so we don't want to be using melee weapons. Guns, yeah, like I said, but not melee weapons. Not right now anyway, until we get some points into it. Celerity is vampiric supernatural speed. Celerity is a passive or time-based discipline. Once you activate it, again, it'll run out. The use of celerity levels 2 to 5 is a Masquerade violation. Do not use it in Masquerade areas. No, it's running at exactly what Jack said. You can't run the out A15 from Sacramento. So, yeah. So 2 gives you a little bit of a boost. That means you're just really, really fast at running. But 3 and higher, no. You get a Masquerade violation. So another Sabat guard up ahead. Use Slaughter to kill him. In other words, extreme speed, in other words. It boosts how fast you can punch and how fast your fists and your feet fly. So again, scroll the mouse wheel, select celerity, and use a power key, right click. It's very effective when used with a weapon. For example, a Tyrant. Not with my weapon, it won't be. Unfortunately. Select celerity.
Oh yeah.
Come on, get up. Use block. Yeah, block wasn't all that effective, but maybe it did cut down a little bit of damage, I suppose. But the heck, someone's on fire now. Let's get out of here. Let's get down. When you can pick up an object and throw it, you will see this use icon. Exactly the same way as they said at the beginning. So throw objects, so you left click to throw it, pick it up with E, and then throw it. Okay, another Sabat vampire up ahead, guarding the exit. Crouch, find an object that you can pick up, oh, I wonder where that is, and throw it away from the guard to distract him, so on the other side of the room. Once he's away from the exit, sneak through the room and leave. So, with this ENB though, it's very difficult to actually see anything. You see him just there, just stood there in front of the door.
Huh?
So there he goes. Get through.
Fucking humans. Gangbangers protecting their turf.
They don't look human to
I'm
me.
here thinking it's Sabat moving up in here. It's the fucking locals about to take one for the hood.
They didn't look human to me. And they'd like burst into flames. Never mind. So what do we do?
Yeah, they probably seen too much. Here, take this 38. Fucking pea shooter, but a few shots in it will take down a human.
Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna want it back, so don't
Okay,
go die and lose it.
Right.
I don't use guns much. They're noisy, they're clumsy, practically useless against vampires, but still, a kindred's gotta keep up with the times. And in modern-day Los Angeles, that means coming strapped.
Useless against vampires.
Well, yeah, some are more lethal than others, of course. Watch out for those shotguns. Ouch, those things can smart, I tell you.
I hear you.
Head up and clear out what's left of them. Can't have them running their mouths about any of this.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure there's no stragglers around outside.
Okay. You've just been given a .38 revolver. To equip the .38, press the range weapon key, which is F2. Like I said, F1 is melee or your fists. F2 is range, and F3 is your armour, which is basically your clothing. So, select the armour. The left kick clickers again as per usual, but okay, so it's F2, left click. You can holster the weapon with H, and then tap H again, and that'll stay there. So you don't have to keep going through the menus like I said earlier. So we'll go right up to here. Got some ammunition here. So I've got another 12 rounds. So there's a 6 in the gun and 18 spare. There's a bottle on the crate at the end of the hall. Aim your cursor, wait for it to fully focus, and use the attack key default left click to fire the gun. Bit rubbish. Use all the ammunition up just from this one bottle. There we go. Until you actually knock at least one of the bottles over, the game won't let you carry on past this point. Just keeps coming back with no, I've never been in here. I've never found out what was in here. Never. Yeah. But needs must and all that, you know what I mean? There's another one.